I've gotten so used to letting her just babble away whenever it's just the two of us. I could tell, however, she wants to do more. She wants to fix this mess herself, and that desire makes her antsy. But at the same time, she's learning how not to be impulsive or stubborn, exactly as I've told her yesterday before agreeing to any of this. Or maybe these so-called changes have always been with her. Dire situations have always pushed people to change, after all. Although seeing this happen in front of me only makes it difficult to find the proper things to say. In an atmosphere this tense and charged, what is left for us to talk about? Certainly not the news. What's worse is when you only realize all of this in hindsight right after you've already ran your mouth off.
You know, for a house your company seems to be in a hurry to sell, they still made quite a fortune out of it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3... 6. Are you sure they're planning to give your entire share for this? This isn't a small amount, especially given the usual cut. And their accounting department isn't in the greatest shape either.
Even if they don't, it's not like someone still needs it.
And there's the reason why people don't let me talk. Oh. Silence once again descends through the room, denser compared to the ones we've shared tonight. Behind me, I can still hear her movements, sharp and precise, while she feeds the originals to the machine. Then, with one last click, all of it stops. Her feet shuffle slightly against the floor when she moves away. Something creaks softly, probably the table, as she settles her weight against its side. By this time, an apology is already at the tip of my tongue, but...
Belle,
Papa's gone, Ash.
Within those scant few seconds, everything between us shifts as the gravity of her words sinks. Right then and there, something harsh and immovable rises between us. Death is something I'm familiar with, almost 10 years in the police force, and it's impossible not to be acquainted with it. But this is different from those dead bodies we examine in forensics. It's a far cry from the victims we've found in a bad investigation. Those I could easily distance myself from. No emotional attachments, no need for pretenses. Yet somehow, I still find myself grasping for things to tell her. Any words of comfort will dull the pain. Because even without looking at her, her grief feels palpable enough. Her pain and an immutable weight hanging over us. So gently I offer. I think she wants to... I feel like... Look, I feel like... Wouldn't she, want to talk about it? I think so. I mean, I think it should... Let's talk about it.
When?
Yeah, okay, good. I figured, like, because she's so worried all the time, she never talks to anyone about her problems, so, I mean, come on.
Huh? When what?
Your dad. I mean, when did you find out?
She doesn't answer. Not immediately, anyway. For long moments, the hush simply stretches out before us, spanning across the seconds we let pass while we both simply stand there, waiting. Eventually, she exhales. Lightly, muted enough that I might have missed it, had I not been paying attention to her every moment.
Yesterday, around 3 in the afternoon there, Mama called. She told me he passed away in his sleep, and I guess I can take comfort in that, huh? That Papa wasn't in any pain when...
She trails off, releases another ragged breath hidden underneath her shackles. Each one's mirthless, heavy with nothing but sorrow. Then she falters into silence, and for all my attempts at lightening her burden, I'm suddenly at a loss. Reassurances could only do so much, when her only reason for staying here has suddenly been taken from her. A hope yanked from under her feet right after it was generously given. And without that, without the one person who pushes her to endure these, all of the shit she's going through means nothing but a struggle. What does one say to a person fraying at the edges, slowly wearing thin and breaking? Or worse even enough, hug her. What right do I have anyway? I cannot give her anything, apart from lies that changed me as a person, and affections she may or may not even want for herself, because no matter how easy she has wormed herself into our lives, how immutable her presence has become, her own heart will always yearn for something else, for home.
Tell me about him.
Huh? About what?
Your dad. Tell me about him. Anything. Just talk. Say anything you want. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll listen.
Silence again, as if she's testing the weight of my question. For what purpose it is, for a reason even I can say right now. After a while, though, she starts. Reluctantly, her voice hitching, faltering and scrambling on each syllable as she chooses her words. A rough start, but soon it steadies. And along with it, to keep company, the stories from childhood memories she's found out are the tears. Aww. No. Despite this, in spite of the grief choking her words off, the hurt closing her throat, and the sobs wrecking her lithe form, she continues, like the mere act of speaking is a relief in itself, a release. She tells me of her father, the very person who named her, how she looked up to him, how she was a bit of a tomboy growing up in her attempts to imitate him, and how the man encouraged her to pursue what she really wanted, perhaps even the only thing she ever did for herself, having grown up not wanting anything more than food to put on their tables.
He told me I don't have to listen to them, that I can do what I want. Every day, he'd wake up at 4, Ash, because he'd earn more that way. And every single time, he'd give them to me. Whatever extra he earned, he'd hand them all, so that I'd have something to use for my paintings. And you know what? Back home, just a good tube of paint costs almost as much as what we spend for food the whole day.
Wow.
But he'd always set something aside. Told me he wanted to see my paintings in a museum one day.
She pours all of it out, every little thing she loved and admired about him. Like this, it's easy to see why she has gone to such great lengths for him, why she abandoned her dreams while she went against his wishes, just to grant him another chance at life. Others will say it's her warmth that draws people to her, or her sheer. Neither are wrong, but neither is the whole truth to her either. Because those who have never bothered to look beyond the surface will never see it, see her. See someone earnest, someone who has always meant well, despite her underlying stubbornness. This is how she loves. Warm, steadfast, unflinching. You never meet many people like her, not in my line of work, not the kind of people I've had to deal with. Always with something to hide, always with something to lie about. Eventually, when you run across too many of them, you change, you become like them. In many ways. For a lot of reasons. She's the kind of person I want to be and be around with, who made me feel I am still worth something.
He didn't want me to leave. Begged, finish my studies first. In the end, I couldn't even grant him that one request. I'm a terrible daughter, aren't I?
You're not.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
You're not. I can't speak for your dad. I haven't even met the man. But I know you're not.
I'm not entirely sure where I'm going with this. The remarks just came out. Now I'm stringing all of these together as I go. But one thing is certain, none of what I'm about to say is a lie.
The Isabella I know is a total klutz, but I've never seen anyone work as hard as she does. She's the type who wears her heart on her sleeve, though it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's always in the right place. She's intimidated by a lot of stuff, but she knows how to appreciate the smallest things in life. Frankly, you've caused us no small amount of trouble since you barged into our lives. But when I'm with you, all of my worries seem trivial.
Heat has already crept up my face when it turned his whole thing is about to take registers. Before I blurt the rest of it out, declaring feelings I'm not even ready to reveal to anyone. What? Much less to her, my hand comes up to smother the rest of it. Though embarrassment quickly takes the reins before I can completely clamp my mouth shut.
And I'm pretty sure Zach and Becca think the same way. You have a nasty way of growing on people like that, and you know what? We got everything we needed in here. I'll just wipe the security recordings and we're good to go. While I'm at it, you better wipe the snot off your face. And you don't look very nice when you're bawling like that.
Hastily, I gather everything, the personal files, client documents, sales agreements, and contracts, anything my hand could reach. In record time, all of it has been stashed in a neat pile, ready for storage. I'm heading for the records room not a few seconds later. Dude, you should have told her. You should have told her right there. It was the perfect moment and you missed it. While gathering what they found, Ashton accidentally brought up Isabella's father, who had apparently passed away the day before. Suddenly her reasons for trying to fix this mess became clear to him. In his attempt to comfort her, ended up almost admitting something he's not yet ready to put to words. You should have done it, it would have been perfect. Although she has other things to think about, obviously, so maybe not. Okay, maybe not. Alright. Wherever that is, it should be an easy find, unless this place is a maze of some sort, which I highly doubt. Still be staying here and seeing the look on her face. Crap. Really, her anger is still bearable. I can take that, including the glow she sends my way.
So, yeah, I'll go get the security videos and put these back where you pulled them from. Man, these are heavy, you know?
I just gotta say, like, I'm enjoying the voice actors. The voice acting, they're good. Like, I do like them a lot. Just saying, I don't think I've said that, so I'm just... they did a good job.
Ash, it's just paper. You don't even know where I...
Oh, no, I can handle this. Easy as pie. And, yeah, security cams, tapes, videos, cams. Yeah, I'm off.
Her rejection at this point. Maybe not yet. Getting the files back to BRC's archive room is a hinge. With the documents back in their proper places, I locked the door behind me, tugging it twice just to make sure. Now on to the next order of business. Removing the evidence of our little excursion in here, or at the very least the parts showing what we've been doing during the past hour. Kind of our faces plastered on security footage, showing us breaking the law, as it were. I'm going to have to wipe the data for Isabella's access card entries too. Surprisingly, finding their secure room proves a breeze. What will be tricky is getting inside. The fact that no one has walked out during the whole time we've been here means the room is either empty or their security's sound asleep. I'm banking more on the former. If they're cutting corners and firing agents, I have no doubt that they've fired a guy stationed here. If they have anyone watching the monitors in the first place. It's a rather common thing for establishments. Just leave security recording indefinitely and only check the footage if something actually happens. Just to check, I press my ears against the door, listening for a sign of anyone occupying the room. After a long minute and nothing, I give the knob a few rattles.
Standard lock and key. Should be easy enough to pick.
We have lockpick sets, but those are only to be used if necessary and with a search warrant. Even then, it's a skill set rarely needed. Separately isn't on a cop's priority if they have authority to search the premises. Bolt cutters and brute force are the favorite methods. If those fail, we call a locksmith. Me, I prefer the good old hairpin trick when those options aren't available. Besides, they're easy to hide and store for emergencies. Running my hand through my hair, I pull a pair of bobby pins. 2 of these, and I can just about open any standard lock. One makes a lever and the other makes a handle. I won't call it a complex skill, but it certainly takes time and a lot of practice to successfully pick a lock. A good thing I practiced with them for a bit in my college years. I learn more when they're accessible and standard issue for a law enforcement office. A wiggle here, a click there, and I managed to seize all the pins in the locking mechanism soon enough. With a slight turn of the knob, the security room's right for the picking. Ooh, great. Is there going to be a ghost in there? The room's odor hits me first, a sharp, nauseating stench as if someone has accidentally spilled a gallon of bleach in the room. When was the last time they opened this place?
Ugh, this place smells awful. Jesus, it's worse than the forensics lab on a bad day.
This is probably because of a badly botched effort to clean the place up. Even in the dark, I can spy dark stains in the walls. I really don't have the time to try and play it. Is this ketchup or soda right now? But I have this strange gut feeling who the mess might belong to. As expected, no security personnel mans the office CCTV controls. In the standalone DVR setup is open for anyone. Normally, I'd have a heap of things to say about this sloppy security setup, but right now their negligence makes the whole task of erasing evidence easier.
No fuss, no muss.
The next one should be the access card data. Hopefully getting into their computer won't be too much of a hassle. Everything up to now has been smooth sailing. There have been hiccups, I'll give it that, but it does nothing to dampen the good mood I'm in. Once I shift my attention to the machine sitting next to the VR setup, all of it swiftly evaporates. I'm no computer buff, but I can definitely recognize one more than a decade old. Simply looking at it makes me feel younger. With a heavy sigh, I powered up and mentally prepare myself for a slow slug. Slow apparently remains an understatement here. It takes a whole 3 minutes for the thing to start up. The OC hasn't even started loading, and in my boredom I start inspecting the live feeds from the cams. Only 2 works. One for the view outside, everything seems to be in order, and the other for the main workspace where it's a fleeting glimpse, curiosity glance, but the sight of it stops me. Oh wow, oh no, she's here, no! The image is a bit blurry. Are we going to watch Isabella get, attacked by a freaking ghost? The image is a bit blurry, but standing there, right in the middle of the room by one of the cubicles, I can make out the form of a...
What the hell is...
It's interesting that you can find the ghost on the camera, like the ghost is actually being captured on camera. Or if it's an illusion for him specifically, it could be it too, but we'll see. I don't get too far into that line of thought. No few seconds after my words have slipped out without any sort of warning while I'm still trying to make sense of what it is. The figure moves No, don't kill Rebecca. Rebecca? Isabella. Did I say Rebecca before too? That's just embarrassing if I did. I'm really sorry. The figure moves. A moment of paralysis hits me when she stops right in front of the camera like a damn rookie. I go still in the face of danger. I definitely haven't been trained to handle the supernatural, and this is one, isn't it? And, oh fuck. Her eyes bore into me, the malice in them piercing. Even beyond the screen, it's enough to make me go numb. Only the mug crashing to the floor when my hand accidentally takes a swipe at it snaps me out of the trance, reminding me that I'm not the only one here. Isabella. It seems she hasn't noticed anything. Am I the only one seeing this? In any case, whatever's happening, I have to get her out. Good. Gathering my wits, I quickly reach for my phone. It takes but all 2 seconds before she answers, but there's no time for relief.
Ashton? Did you really have to call? We're practically on the same floor.
Get out of there.
Oh my gosh, I hope I don't kill them.
What? What are you...
Out. Get out. I'll meet you in the elevator. Just...
Wait, why isn't there a timer? This time, that's on.
You're creeping me out, Ash.
Just get yourself out of that place, now!
Without second thought, I back away from the controls from the room, ready to be done with this place. Before my foot even moves, she disappears.
Son of a...
Oh no! No, Ashton, no! Ew. She really is, like... Oh, I love the graphics. And, you know, the animation is really cool. Instinct instantly takes over and my hand quickly reaches for the gun at my side, only to meet empty air. A mistake that cost me a few precious seconds while the paperwork I brought with me threatened to scatter everywhere at the same time. Getting everything in myself once more with no weapon to protect myself, my sense of self-preservation kicks in next and I lunge towards the door. I sprint across the office without daring to look back. Isabel's already waiting in front of the elevators by the time I make it out of their office. Are we seriously okay? Rory creases her eyebrows upon glancing at me, but I don't have time to answer the question in her eyes. As soon as I reach her, I grab her arm, practically throw the two of us into the open elevator and slam the button for the ground floor. And she's probably going to be in the freaking elevator with us. A sigh of relief escapes from me when the elevator starts its descent. The clicking noise fades off into the distance. Beside me, Isabella shifts, moving the stack of paper under her arm while she takes in my appearance. Concerns in her eyes, though. All I offer her is a small gesture of my hand while I attempt to compose myself. Breathe. In. Out.
Why are we in such a hurry?
We need to get out of this place. Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's all here. But really, you don't look too good. What's wrong, Ash?
I'll be fine. I was in the security room. From the monitors, there was a fucking...
The rest of what I'm about to say dies on my tongue when the elevator stops and the doors open too. There's a moment's pause while we both take in our surroundings. Confusion's understandably there.
Oh, come on! They should just replace this whole thing!
Great, we're stuck.
No, I'm quite sure I pressed for the ground floor.
Right? But it's just as Bella said, the elevator always did have problems when I visited in the past. Often she becomes so angry whenever we try to get to her floor, and she'll have to repeatedly smash the button for the elevator to even move. That was always good for a laugh. I wasn't too worried then. Now? No! Okay, alright. I got this, I think. From distance, beyond the light's reach, the noise echoes in my ears along with the rapid pounding in my chest. Isabella stiffens and her eyes grow wide at the sound. Gingerly, she reaches up to grab the hem of my sleeve and grips it, hard, tight enough for her fingernails to dig it through. Her eyes searches wildly for the source of the sound while I stand protectively in front of her.
Ash, did you hear that?
Anyone there? I can hear you moving from here. Show yourself.
No response. No response. Only the soft sound of something scurrying around the floor and the walls in slow, deliberate movements. Faint, but still audible enough in this hush. Until it stops. Oh no, now they're going to like... right at my face, right? A moment.
We need to go, Ash. We have to.
And then... oh jeez. This time I'm certain this isn't in my imagination. Against my training, my whole body freezes. Hands stilling mid-pressing the button, eyes growing wide while waiting for any sort of movement from further back, and ears stained for the source of the sound. I can't even offer Isabella any reassurances. Much as I hate to admit it, dread is seeding to every nerve in my body. The blasted elevator still won't work.
This isn't in my fucking training manual!
Ash, we need to leave. I know that sound. Ash, please, get the elevator!
Ah! No, another series of shuffling against the ground, laughter, and all of a sudden she's just there. Oh no, she's getting here. Like a twisted spider, she stares at us. Looking of hunger in her eyes and venom in the twisted manner she smiles. I don't know if it gets closer or not. No, I don't think so. Okay, I was freaking out because it seriously does move, so... okay. At least she has well learned. When we're down, flies have been dropped right onto the spider's web.
Ashton!
Damn it! Damn it!
Without warning, she moves, mocking me with each unhurried crawl she takes, knowing I'm at her mercy.
Fucking hell!
Ashton, the door! The door!
Our lives are in the hands of a crummy elevator, literally hanging between life and death. We're not going to die here. No, you're definitely not. You can't die here. No, I'm gonna feel terrible. Not in a damn elevator. What? Tab 8, 4, 2, 1. No! 2, 6. Oh. Okay, good. I got so why is this, like... this is stressing me out, like, jeez. Okay, I don't know. I knew that these, quick time events have never, you know, moved the plot along, but still. Alright. Oof. Not a damn elevator. Okay, let's get this. Oh, shoot. I tried the other and it didn't work, so, oh, great. 8, 7, 9, 8, 6, 2. Okay, this is not working. Alright, let's, alright. Jeez, I need to, like, really... Alright. 5, 8, 6, 5, 7, 3. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I think I'm screwed now. Ah, I'm so close, too. Okay, this time I got it. I'm just gonna be quiet. Focus. Wait, oh, are you kidding? Okay, you seriously can't press, like, the wrong button. So I'm just gonna... Why is this so hard? Why do I keep pressing the wrong one there? Alright. Let's attack this again. We are so dead. I was so close this time. That screaming is starting to sound funny to me. I don't know. Yes, I did it. Yes, finally. Okay, good. As if a divine power has heard me swearing up a storm in my head, a door closes just as the thing looms near. Soon the elevator, the blasted thing, is headed up. Isabella's knees buckle in relief. In 2 ticks, she's hugging herself without any care for the mess of papers and folders she has dropped on the floor in her panic. She draws in one ragged breath after another, each one brimming with nothing but relief. And this is the most I've been tired. This is the most I've been tired of my whole damn life. Not during training. My superior first asked me to drop 100, not after a stakeout, but after smashing a fucking elevator button repeatedly. I slumped to the ground beside her, worn out, but I don't let myself feel relief again, not until we're out of here. Isabella seems to be of the same mind as she looks to me. Still, I find myself sharing a shaky laugh with her.
We're okay. We're fine. Right?
Yeah, we're good. Alive. Fuck, we should have taken the goddamn stairs.
Twice I've seen it. Thrice if I include the party. Unless I'm tripping balls without realizing it, there's no doubt in my mind that this is actually happening. I don't want to believe it, but with the truth staring at me in the face, it would be stupidly to deny the reality of the matter. As soon as the lift hits the ground floor, we hightail out of the building. Seb's sound asleep when we pass by a station. Great. What a freaking dude. Okay. Such a champ. Ash and Isabella beat a quick exit after getting what they needed. Making sure not to leave evidence of their breaking. On their way out, however, the elevator malfunctioned and dropped them in the building's basement parking instead, where a familiar face welcomed them. It was their long-lost friend, back from a trip. As soon as the lift hits the ground floor, we hightail out of the building, step sound asleep, and pass by a station. However, in the face of what we've seen, everything I've faced tonight, really can't care less who will still see us on our way out. The sooner we get away from this place, the farther, the better. I'm just not sure if that also means being safe. She almost got us, damn it. The fucking thing almost had us. Shit, it was only by luck that we managed to get the fucking elevator unstuck. Had the blasted thing not worked in the last second? I need some air. Fresh, breathable air that doesn't stink like death and gore all at once. I'm panicking. Christ, losing focus. With another person here, I can't afford that right now. Isabella hasn't said anything, but I know she's more shaken than I am. I can't lose it with another person depending on me.
Remember your training, Frey.
Another deep breath, and soon I'm starting the engines and driving us off. After that little incident, somewhere open would be good. I know, right? I know, right? Someplace I won't get trapped. Luxbourne Park brings a welcome relief, though only by some. The chill that has seeped into my bones is still there, furling and unfurling underneath my skin. If I don't move, if I don't busy myself with anything, soon my brain will go haywire. It's the last thing I want to happen when there are plenty of things to do. But this already answers all of it, doesn't it? Those deaths? Just how many copies of the letter are out there? Isabella can't have the only one. if other people are also getting cursed. Could it be that the one she has shown us is just one of 5? Maybe even more? The whole past is to 5 people business is ridiculous, but at this point, is it still? All in all, we've found 21 people who might have read the letter. 7 of them deceased, 8 if we count Cooper. And that's only what we can find right now. We have no idea how the contractors are and specialists hired from outside a company are doing, if we are in any way affected. How many more people are suffering? How many more are missing? How many are dead? Can I still even blame the Wrights for this? If anything, they might be in danger as well. I don't think I can wish a curse upon anyone, no matter how big of a douchebag Luke Wright is. There's also that woman. How do we get out of this mess? How do we get away from her? Shit, still so many things we need to look into. Yet all my body wants to do is pace, burn out whatever excess energy there is in me.
Ashton, I'm getting dizzy. Will you sit down?
It's the first time Isabella said anything. She's been sitting quietly since we dropped here. Better and less distracting than watching her nervous habits, I suppose. She certainly seems calm now. Too calm, in fact, for someone who has just seen something terrible. But it's been more than a week for her already. People do get desensitized to things at some point. Even someone like Isabella, who knows what's going on inside her head, though. Well, we don't, because we didn't play those parts, or So funny, right? Inside of mine, there are too many, and none of them would sit still.
I'm not going crazy, am I? I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I didn't inhale anything weird. Just shit. Shit. Isabella, please tell me that wasn't...
What I'm not expecting, what I turned to her, is mirth. One that she could barely contain.
You're laughing. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
I'm not quite sure what she sees in my face, but in the next second, a laugh suddenly burst out from her. I'm so sorry, it's just that you should have seen the look on your face back there. Yeah, right. Oh, God. Yeah, right, sure, I'm not the one who panicked. You almost ripped my arm off. Yeah, but... Isabella, this isn't funny. That woman almost got us. We could have ended up dead.
I know! I'm really sorry. But this is just too precious to miss. You really lost your shit for a moment there.
You're trying to get back at me, aren't you?
Well, I'm not the one who kept calling someone scaredy cat for years. How does it feel?
I'm not scared.
Really? Because it doesn't seem that way to me. At all.
I'm not, all right? I'm just... I just don't know what to do right now.
Immediately after the moment passes, I replaced by another tense silence. Laughter dies on her lips as everything sinks in. We're in deep shit, and it has finally caught up and hit us like a ton of bricks. Hit me more than anyone. Because she has been warning us of this since day one, and I'm the first person who brushed her off. Despite that, she still reaches out to me, tugging at my sleeve almost desperately. Her hands are trembling, and there is a tremor in her voice when she speaks. Without the sheer, only fear remains. One that she has been burdened with from the beginning.
We're still going to do something about it, right? Not just stand around and let that thing get us.
Unexpectedly, she leans her forehead against my arm, and her grip on my sleeve tightens. There's desperation in there, a quiet plea.
I don't want to lose anyone anymore, Ash.
I wish I could give her that promise, but with so many unknowns, so many things I don't understand about this, how could I? Why she still trusts that I can do something about this baffles me. It all feels holier than deserved, considering the way I've treated her. Yet despite my reluctance, I find myself returning her hold in kind. A grasp, warm and light enough for comfort. Not a promise, but the closest thing to it. The music. Oh no, it's a nightmare, I guess. An Ashton nightmare this time. Okay, So I'm going to end this video here. Bye-bye. That was spooky, by the way. And I'm really excited about all the stuff that's going to happen now, but I think, yeah, I think Ashton's been my favorite to play with this far, actually. I think so. I don't know. Okay. Goodbye.